Jackie, with your own writing, can you perhaps tell us a little bit about how you go about it? For example, is it just, do you just write it all out, or do you just do it chapter by chapter, you know, perfect each chapter before you go on, or how do you do it? What's your process?
It is a process, it's absolutely right. I'm actually most comfortable writing chronologically. I always find it tricky. I mean, I know people, every book's different, and you go at every book differently, and everything's differently. But I like to have all the ducks lined up before I start,
yeah.
to some extent. I like to know what's in a chapter and what I'm going to be writing about.
Do you do an outline of each chapter?
No.
Do you go that far?
Oh, in terms of the facts that have to be in it, in terms of biography and autobiography, yeah. Yeah, the facts is right. Okay, you say, well, something like, I don't know, the Gillard book, you just sort of think, right, you need a chapter about, fairly obviously, birth to school and so on and so forth. And for a biography like that, look, that was just, it was sort of straight away, you know, chronological. I do like to do that. I like to be, as far as that goes, I like to be a couple of chapters ahead of where I am, so I know what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of chapters.
Okay.
At the same time, and then I write it all down, and it's crap. It's just hopeless. I do more drafts than anybody I know, and thank God for computers. Seriously, there is something about it. It used to be said that if you had it down in words, there was something about it that looked unfixable. This is rubbish. You can change and you can fix anything. And I would do, I don't know, I would probably do about 10 drafts.
And you know that that's going to happen.
I know it's going to happen.
When you're on the third draft, you know...
I'm going to keep going and going and going.
Well, what tells you...
Yes, this is always the question.
What tells you that you've done enough? What tells you when you've come to that point?
You go away and you put it in a drawer or leave it on a file sitting on your laptop or whatever. And you go away and you think, look, I honestly don't think I can do any more to this. And that's when you think it's got to be done. Then, of course, then you need someone else to look at it. And they tell you, of course, you can do more to it. But you've got a point, you get to a point where you think, I'm so sick of this. I'm so bored with this. I think your own boredom level tells you, actually.
Okay.
But honestly, I just do fiddle, 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 do more, fiddle, fiddle. And honestly, about 10 is about right. I used to do it even when before computers came in. You should have seen my room and had piles of paper and, you know, screwed up bits of paper and, you know, rubbish all over the place. Yeah, it's frustrating as anything. It is so frustrating trying to do this, but you know that you sort of know you're after something, and you've just got to try and get as close to it as you can.
Yes, that's true. And what about writing? Have you written not following the chronological structure?
Oh yeah, I have done that. In fact, that's what you do first. Leaving the Gillard. Look, Gillard was a particular
well, that's a sort of
book.
standard expectation about how that framework would operate.
Yeah, I mean, sort of birth to, you know, it's all reasonable. With memoir, it's completely different because, you know, what you're going on is kind of, you're kind of surfing emotional currents more than doing, and I think that's perfectly legit if you can keep it going. You just
the shifts in time.
Yeah, shifts in time, and you think, well, oh no, I really got to explain to someone where this is. Go with it. You can fix it later. But the process of getting there, if you've, I think I love this. E.L. Doctorow, who wrote a book called Ragtime and Billy Bathgate, and a lot of books about American history, has got this great phrase which he says, look, it's like writing stuff, writing anything is like driving a long distance using only headlights with no other light there. The point about it is you've got the headlights on. There's no other light, and you're on your own. But the point is you can make the whole journey that way. And I think that's a pretty reasonable sort of metaphor. You just get in the car, you turn the headlights on, and you go. And you go where it takes you. And it'll be rubbish. Some of it will be rubbish, and some of it will be good. And I find actually that if I sort of write something down, it's going to be rubbish, but there's going to be something in it that you can develop, and that's always the case, and that's what keeps you going.
That's true.
Keeps the headlights on.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you.